Hello everyone, welcome to Week Started Guidance. Welcome all of you that are new and all of you returning today to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading, you can book a reading through my Etsy shop or Ko-fi. The links are all down below. So today we are going to be tuning into a reading with the topic of their most recent thoughts about you. And we're also going to be tuning into your person's point of view to get channeled messages directly from them. So we're going to tune in and see what this person wants to say to you from their point of view. There is also an extended 18 plus tarot reading connected to this one, in which we are tuning into their 18 plus most recent thoughts, and we're getting also some spicy channeled messages from your person over at Patreon. The Patreon link is down below in the description box, as well in the first line and in the comment below as well. So you can find the link there if you want to tune into the extended 18 plus reading. The link can also be listened to, or the reading can be listened to on its own if you just want to tune into more spicy and uncensored content. So we have 3 different cards to pick from for today's reading. We have the Trials card here as the first group with the Sun in Sagittarius. We have Fidelity over here with the Moon in Taurus, representing group number 2. And we have the Power card with the North Node, representing group number 3. So these are the 3 groups you can pick from. Feel free to pick more than one group or pick for more than one person, whatever you are drawn for. The timestamps are down below in the description box and in the pinned comment. Pause the video if you want to take a little bit more time, and I'll see all of you in your chosen groups. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the Trials card with the Sun in Sagittarius as your card for today's reading. So in this reading today, we're first of all going to be tuning into your person's most recent thoughts about you. And then we're going to draw some additional cards to get into the channeled messages this person wants to share with you directly. So we're going to tune into their perspective and channel from their first person point of view what they want to say to you. There's also an extended reading connected to this one, covering 18 plus and spicy topics over on Patreon. If you want to tune into that, the link is down below. On the extended reading, we're tuning into their spicy 18 plus most recent thoughts, and we're getting into some more sexy and uncensored spicy channeled messages as well. So if you want to tune into that reading, you can also listen to it on its own. The link is down below to Patreon. All right, so let's first of all talk about this card. I do feel like I want to start off by drawing like 4 additional cards just to get the overall picture of what's going on and what the most recent thoughts of your person have been. Group number 1. Because there's definitely like a lot of affection here that I'm feeling, but there's potentially like some distance between the 2 of you as well. So let's see. Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles. There's a desire to collaborate here. We have the Moon reversed. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. Anything else? Oh, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. So interesting. Let's get one more card actually. What else is on this person's mind? What are their most recent thoughts here? We have the Fool in the reversed position as well. Okie doke. So let's talk about this. Let's kind of figure out here what this person's all about. What are their most recent thoughts of you? And then we're going to get into the channeled messages from them. Let me just move you guys a bit. There we go. All right. So getting into the messages. Recently, there feels like there has been a restlessness in this person's spirit, just in their energy overall is what I mean when I say spirit. So the Sagittarius energy here is usually very expansive, very eager and seeking meaning, right? But the Trials card and the Moon reverse and then the Ace of Wands and the Fool reverse kind of like add this feeling like the light-heartedness or the light is being tested. So this person's optimism, their identity, their truth kind of feels questioned right now. They are trying to hold on to who they are or who they think they are or even were supposed to be. But life kind of keeps throwing them into situations where that clarity ends up dissolving. Especially with the Moon reversed as well. There's this feeling of, I don't know what to hold on to. What is the truth here? You know, it all kind of feels uncertain. They do want to believe that there's some type of purpose in all this. They want to grow from it. But there is like a little bit of just that like lack of vitality or even bitterness creeping in. You know, like they're asking themselves, how much more of this before the lesson is over or before I get to really enjoy my life? So when it comes to you recently, right, they have been observing more quietly than directly. This person has been watching you work, build, evolve, and they want to work on something with you. They want to collaborate on something with you here. They see potential. They respect your ability to bring things together and to make things real in your physical environment. But there's also like a distance here where they feel like you are somewhere outside and they are on the other side, kind of looking at you, but can't really get to you. Like they're on the outside looking in. So collaboration with you is something that they crave and they have been thinking about recently, but can't quite reach or can't quite get to. There is definitely admiration here that's tangled up with insecurity. This person's thinking, would I fit into their world or would I ruin it? Their world meaning your world, group number one. So they're just not sure how they would fit into your world, or even if you want them in your world, if you would even welcome them into your world. So with the Moon here reversed, this person, they're not seeing clearly right now. And they know they don't. They are aware that they don't see clearly. They are aware that their perception is a little bit warped. They have this sense of uncertainty about their thoughts and their clarity, and they are like reflectively aware of this. They are aware that there may be some fearful thoughts creeping in, or even some wishful thinking mixing in this connection in like a bit of an unhealthy way on occasion as well. And they are doing their best to hide their confusion, to appear grounded, but inside they are quite lost in a fog where they don't know where they stand with themselves, with this connection with you. They don't know what you're feeling right now. And yeah, there's just like this sense of insecurity creeping in, but they don't want to appear like they're insecure. There is also something here that they don't want to face. With the Moon reverse, there's maybe guilt or maybe the realization that they've deceived themselves about what this connection was or could be or could become. There's just an overall sense of emotional chaos here underneath a calm exterior. So this person's mind, let's say recently they are replaying, their mind is replaying conversations, moments, what ifs of your connection. You know, what if they get to hold you? What if they get to hug you? You know, like all these what ifs What if you give them a gift, or did they give you a gift? You know, like these kind of very small things, but they do mean a lot to this person. And they've convinced themselves even of certain stories. And yet a part of them knows that those stories, the things that they want to come true, they aren't fully true yet. So there's kind of this energy of wishful thinking here, you know, wishful thinking, wish fulfillment. So talking about gifts, since we're already kind of, at least partly, there's like a little bit of a Christmas spirit going on. We do have the Nine of Cups here. So you are or were a part of this person's emotional wish list. Something that represents contentment. You know, your connection represents warmth, contentment, validation to this person. And they do deeply desire it. And they think about you like a memory of something golden, something comforting, but even like a bit distant right now. And the Nine of Cups here, this card has like a bit of a bittersweet tone in this reading. It's kind of like this satisfaction that does not last. They tell themselves they're fine and that they've maybe made peace with certain things that they can have and certain things that they can't have in life right now. But deep down, it is performative, and this person is aware that they are fooling themselves. So they still appear with a smile after swallowing their longing, but they know it's just a mask they're putting out into the world. But they don't know what to do about that, or what to do with themselves about this, so they just keep doing it. So there is passion here, but it's kind of burnt out. You know, passion is here and they're feeling it, but direction is not present. This person, they want to reach out, they want to create, to begin again, but fear kind of keeps them frozen. You know, the flame flickers and then kind of dies out. That's the vibe I'm getting here. It may burn real fast and then kind of die out. This person, they may tell themselves it's not the right time. But underneath that story, what they're actually saying is, I am afraid of what would happen if I try and fail. So their creativity, their sense of purpose, even their sensual energy feels dulled by that type of energy, or by that type of story that they tell themselves. So because they're telling themselves it's not the right time, I shouldn't do it, or any similar thing, they are losing their spark because they're not following their inspiration, and they don't know how to reignite it without confronting the truth or what they still feel, but they're afraid to confront it. And that's why, you know, they are kind of stuck in this uncertainty as well. So with the Fool reversed here, they're also like really scared to take a leap of faith, scared to look foolish, scared to do something wrong, scared to be wrong, scared to start over. So they carry this strange mix of nostalgia and paralysis, where they can see the road ahead, but their feet just won't move. They see the vision, right? But they're uncertain, they're like unsure of themselves, and they just can't move because they're not like aligning with that inspiration. They might even pretend that they are detached or that they have detached, but it's just armor. So yeah, the Fool reverse here shows a soul that wants freedom but doesn't fully trust it. or they don't fully trust themselves. I feel like the issue is they don't trust themselves. It's not that they don't trust freedom as a concept. It's more so they don't trust themselves. I feel like this person has not made the leap, though, that they don't trust themselves. But I guess you know now. Maybe that knowledge can help them in some way, but you're just holding space for this energy. Okay, so let's get into their channeled messages now. So I really want to get into this. So let's see. What do they actually want to say to you? So we're going to draw the cards from this deck. It is in Slovenian language because I'm from Slovenia. So we're going to draw a couple of cards, and then I'm just going to start speaking from a person's first person perspective. And we're going to see what wants to show, what they want to say. And that's going to be the reading. And then we're just going to tune into the extended as well. So let's connect your person. So connecting fully to your person's energy. Group number 1, please. So yeah, like they're just so uncertain even with talking to you right now. Okay, so would you please come into the deck? It's like, yeah, it's like, I just want to tell you the energy, because like a person that's dragging their feet, that's like, holy crap, holy shit, I need to do this, holy shit, you know, it's just like someone that has stage fright needing to give a big presentation to like 100 people. It's giving that type of vibe. So coming to the deck, it's going to be fine. Right, so we're holding the space. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords reversed. What else do you want to say? Ooh, we have the 3 of Swords reversed. What else? This one. We have the 8 of Pentacles. This one. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Star. Let's get one more card, please, for it. Okay. This one. Yeah. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom you guys out. There we go. Let's start talking. Let's start seeing where this person wants to take us, what they want to say. So I'm just going to connect to your person's energy fully, and there's going to be a pause. It's just as I attune to them, and then I'm going to start speaking from their first person perspective. Okay, so let's go. This person's energy. I'm so uncertain. I just don't know where to begin. And if I'm honest, I feel a bit nervous telling you anything about myself or anything about my experience or my inner world. I really feel like vulnerable and afraid to put myself on display. So I want to just put that out there first, because I feel like so many people are going to hear this, and it's scary to me to think that, you know, anyone else is going to know me this deeply. So I may not get into the depth of my emotions, because I just don't want to be that vulnerable. I am afraid to be that vulnerable, and I hope you understand. I can't be there yet, but I will say what I can say and reveal as much as I feel, I guess, comfortable to share, even with stepping outside of my comfort zone a bit, in sharing a bit more than I would be comfortable in sharing. So I hope that's all right. Just because like I'm just so afraid to be vulnerable. I'm so afraid to share more. Yeah, okay, but I'm going to say what I can, just because I know you deserve clarity, and I do respect you, and I do, you know, appreciate you, and I do want you to know enough to have your own clarity and understanding. Okay, so here goes. what can I tell you? I can tell you that I've been putting my head in the sand like an ostrich, not wanting to see certain things, like just propelling myself into work, keeping busy has been my way of coping. I thought I'd be further along by now, I guess. I thought I'd know what I wanted. It just feels like I'm old enough to know what I want, but, well, hell, if that's true. It's kind of funny. My life does feel like it's quite blurred out right now. And it's not easy to face this truth. I do question myself and my choices, the choices that I've made. I want it to be good for you, but I do keep tripping over my own self, especially my own insecurities. And I'm trying to heal, I'm trying to work on myself and to just work through this. I guess maybe I'm trying to work it all out on my own, which could be unhealthy, I guess. I may even tell myself I'm over certain things, I'm fine, but the truth is I still compare everything to what I have with you. I compare other people's relationships to you and me, to our relationship. I compare my friendships and to how you make me feel. I even compare other people to how they make me feel. Like, it doesn't really compare to you. It's just there's something different about you. And there is a part of me that wants to chase that. There's a part of me that wants to chase that warmth, that comfort. And yeah, I maybe have been hiding behind logic. It's hard to talk about, pretending to build my life or pretending just work on things that need to get done. But if I'm honest with you, and don't tell this to my coworkers, none of it feels real, I miss the part of me that felt alive. I have not felt like really truly alive in so long, but you make me feel alive. I feel alive around you. And sometimes I want to reach out and then I stop, because what if you don't like that? What if I overstep? What if I upset somebody else? The fear of falling flat on my face is louder to me than hope. So I sit here on my chair in front of my computer, doing my work, replaying, imagining, pretending, even what if. I'm kind of just waiting for something to happen, waiting for some type of sign that it's safe for me to move. And honestly, saying this out loud now, it feels pathetic. And maybe that's something that's bad to say about oneself, but I kind of feel like maybe I'm pathetic in doing this. But also, I'm just not going to move even with that notion right now. Because maybe you already moved on, maybe you just don't care about me, you don't care about seeing me. I just don't know where you're at fully. And again, I don't know if I can be vulnerable with you. That's what just eats at me the most. I'm wanting to be brave, and I'm terrified of vulnerability. And I don't want to be a creep in telling you these things. I just don't want to appear creepy, but I guess if I'm confessing, I might as well confess a little bit more as well. Like, I'm watching you, I'm not speaking necessarily so much, but I'm still watching you. I'm checking up on your social media. I'm checking what you're doing. The silence between us feels loud. The silence feels like this is unfinished, like there's more to happen here. And yet I just feel like I don't have the passion like to act sometimes, and it bothers me because I do feel so much passion inside of me, but then when it comes to expression, I just kind of simmer down. And it's almost uncomfortable because my own intuition also, it keeps showing me truths I avoid, and then I question myself if that's even true, and I get into this whole loop when I don't know what's real anymore and what I've only imagined. I guess I don't really know how to listen to my intuition either. And yeah, maybe have been spying a bit, thinking about you a lot, overanalyzing. I maybe read too much into everything. I kind of like to replay old messages in my head and look for signs in the smallest details and then hate myself for it. Hey, yo, I act like I don't care, like I'm too smart for this. But yeah, I'm lying. Like, it's all a mask. It's all a mask I just put on to protect myself. And I guess you already know all this in some way, shape, or form. It's not that hard to admit this to you either. And I still want control, I still want control. I want to be in control. I want to control my life, my feelings, the people around me. It just makes me feel like I have some control over my environment, even if that's maybe not accurate at all, or realistic, or the real thing that's going on. There's so much more that I need to say, and I feel like I already said so much. I thought time would heal me. And I keep trying to forgive myself for things I didn't do, mostly for things I didn't do. I broke something, in myself as well, but I don't know how to get to it. I'm sometimes questioning if I'm even ready, if I even want to go there, because I haven't healed something, because I know that I'm afraid to go there. I tell people I've healed, but what I've really done is I hid the wound under productivity and under noise. So I work, right? I work, I bury myself in improvement. I read, I learn, I push myself to be better. And yeah, then you come in, you are and were the mirror that showed me where I am avoiding, where I am lazy with my soul, or I'm just focusing on the external world, but not really taking care of me inside. And I do compare myself to you, and I just feel like I fall short always. Like, you're just so much better than I am. And honestly, like, that kind of hurts. Like, in this feeling of having to compare myself to, it hurts me. And I hurt myself with it. And I do have walls up. Obviously, I have walls up. That's not new. I tell myself that it's protection, but sometimes it just fear, that's dressed up as strength, this little sheep in wolf's clothing, where I'm fighting for stability and even for boundaries, but the boundaries that I need to have with myself. And I just keep you out of my life because of it. And then I'm sad and upset and lonely. But I still look for hope, You still are something that I dream of. Even if we never speak again, you changed the way I understand love. And that is something that I find very, very meaningful. But I do hope to see you again. I do hope to talk to you again soon. I just do miss you, I just miss you. And I want to be someone who doesn't hide. So I do get, these surges of courage, impulsivity kind of washing over me. I do write messages and things that I want to say to you on paper and on text even, and then I delete it. I argue with myself if I should or shouldn't send this, and if it's even wise to send certain messages your way, certain confessions, certain questions for, conversation, for me to be more vulnerable with you, but then I just think otherwise. And then I want to do it again, and then I think otherwise. So it's this constant back and forth inside me. A part of me wants to rush in to say everything, to even clear the air with you, and the other part's like, don't ruin what you right now have. Because I guess I believe that being vulnerable means that I will ruin something. And I've been restless, I have been restless. And I feel like you being so intuitive, if you ever feel a sudden rush of thoughts from me, or just feel me around you, feel my energy around you, I guess, that's me, that's me just thinking about you and being restless and jumping in this back and forth notion in my head, whether or not I should do something or not. And yeah, like it is lonely. Some nights I feel this pull towards you so strong. It just makes me so very restless. And I look for you in music, in timing, in the sky even. I look for you in the sky. I look for you in the moon. I look for you in the stars. Everything that tells me you're still out there, still connected to me somehow. And that maybe you're just also looking at that star right now. So this is kind of humbling. It's painful, but it's real, but also it's not as difficult, right? It's not as big a deal as I'm making it to be. I'm just afraid that I may regret some things in my life in the end. I may have some real strong regrets, and I don't know what to do about that. So that's me. I don't know what else to say right now. I'm just going to finish it off here, and I hope you understand me better, I guess, through this. If not, I'm sorry for causing confusion. I'm sorry for not being better, I guess. I just don't have that much self-love or whatever, is needed to be a better person. I just don't know how to do better, but I'm doing my best for what I know to be the best. I want to say that I do respect you, I do admire you, and I do care about you, even if I'm sometimes a bit of a douche and don't know how to show it. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I just feel like I need to go sit down and overthink how much I've shared here. But know that I do care about you. You are a person I do care for. And you are a meaningful part of my life. Okay. Thank you also. I just want to say thank you for all the lessons that I got to learn with you and through you, or just with you being around in my life. You know, all the things that I've thought about since meeting you, it's definitely made me grow a lot, and I am and will always be grateful for that. Thank you. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, so that's it for the reading, for the messages, the channeled messages reading from this person, group number 1. So yeah, there's quite a lot of difficulty here. There does feel like heaviness to this person. They are wanting to be brave, you know, and the trials here, the trials this person is facing, do feel very much internal trials, like they're being forced to face the parts of themselves they try to outgrow, or are still trying to outgrow through distractions. And you are a mirror in that process, right? You are a strong mirror to this person. You're not necessarily their destination. You are their catalyst here, and you are supposed to have a very meaningful relationship. This person is not someone who is at peace yet, and their thoughts of you are deeply tangled up with regret, you know, with self-doubt, with uncertainty, insecurity, and even an act and an aching awareness that they're not who they wanted to be when you saw them or when you guys met, but they're evolving or wanting to be better also because of you, because you mirror to them who they want to be or how they want to continue growing in their life. So that's it for today's reading. We're going to move this to the extended 18+ on Patreon now, where we're tuning into their 18+ more spicy, most recent thoughts, and of course getting into any other messages that want to pop up, that want to be shared. So any extended messages from this reading are going to be also popping up over there probably. And we're also just getting some sexual channeled messages from the person as well, just to see what they are thinking about when they think about you late at night, for example, or at any other time during the day. So yeah, for Patreon, you can follow the link down below for an extended, uncensored, spicy 18+ reading and their channeled sexy messages. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a lovely day. If you want to book a personal reading, you can book through Ko-fi or my Etsy shop. And yeah, let me know in the comments how this resonated. Like, share, and subscribe for more tarot insights. Send you guys so much love and clarity. See you in the next video here on YouTube, or see you on Patreon right now if you feel like you want to connect. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked this Fidelity card with the moon in Taurus symbol for today's reading. So in today's reading, we're just going to tune into their most recent thoughts about you. And we're also getting into some channeled messages from your person's first-person point of view. So anything that they want to say to you. And then we're also going to move this reading to the extended, We're retuning into their spicy, uncensored 18 plus most recent thoughts and getting some just additional messages, anything that wants to be shared. And then also we're just going to get into sexual channeled messages from a person as well. So excited to be doing this reading once again. So let's see what shows up today. This is definitely like one of the most expansive, you know, very strong, very powerful readings that I do each month. So yeah, let's see what shows up. We're going to start off by drawing a couple of the cards just for their most recent thoughts, just to see where this person's at. And then we're going to get into channeled messages. So let's see what they want to say here. What do they want to tell you, group number 2? What's on their mind? Oopsie. Okay, so we have the Mother of Cups. I'm immediately hearing, I want to nurture you and take care of you. There's a feeling here wanting to provide for you, wanting to make a safe, warm home for you. I'm also hearing, you can trust me with this. So already kind of channeled messages popping up here. Okay. We also have the Son of Wands or the Knight of Wands here. Let's get a few more cards. So we got the Hanged Man. Let's get 2 more. What else wants to pop up here? This one. Okay, it's not sure. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one. We have the 10 of Cups. And one more card, please. One more card, please. Ooh, this one. Alrighty. Ooh, this one. All right. The 6 of Wands. I kind of felt like there's a bit of a 2 of Pentacle energy with this one as well. Not sure why. Really, there's a feeling like this person could be juggling a lot or just, you know, having a lot on their plate right now, doing a lot of different things at once. There's just this feeling like there's a lot to handle. There's a lot to juggle right now. But this person overall, they feel very much, you know, like in love with you, very loyal to you. There's a strong fidelity here, right? With fidelity, especially in your reading, like the most recent thoughts are about how to be steadfast, how to have the emotional connection, the emotional foundation with you. There's a feeling of being steadfast in feeling. There is like a bit of that kind of uncertainty beneath this energy. With the Hanged Man, this person is, I feel like, a little bit uncertain how safe it is to dive deeper into this connection, but their heart is very loyal to you. With the Moon in Taurus here, especially, the Taurus Moon wants safety, sensual truth, and also loyalty that is not performative, but embodied. So this person's most recent thoughts kind of orbit around consistency and how can they show up in a more consistent way for you. They could even be wondering, do you, group number 2, feel them in the same way that they feel you? And they're wondering, can they trust what they intuitively feel to be true about this connection? What is unspoken between the 2 of you still? Can they trust that feeling? Can they run with that feeling? So it's very likely this person is craving some reassurance recently, but not wanting to ask for reassurance. You know, they're craving reassurance, but not through words, but through presence, through you guys showing to each other where you're at and what you mean and how you feel. There's a need to touch, to be held, to hold here. You know, like reassurance through physical actions and through like an energetic emotional presence. So this person, I feel like for some of you, they could be also even silently testing the bond, you know, where they are even subconsciously trying to see if you will reach out or reach for them if they step back a little bit or detach a little bit, because they're trying to test how safe the relationship is, or if you even like really do want them. But mainly the fidelity here is about staying emotionally rooted when there is uncertainty and even when distance creeps in. Now, this person's inner world, their mental and emotional world, does feel like it's open, it's tender. This is a very compassionate, empathetic, intuitive person, even if they may not fully appear to be this in the external environment. They could just learn to protect that, you know, could have learned to protect that because it is a very tender place to be. So this person, they have been feeling everything and thinking about those feelings a lot recently. They feel more than they let on. They do think of you as someone whose emotional depth mirrors their own. You do on some level kind of intimidate them, but they can easily also handle that emotional depth. So it's not really a big problem for them. But lately, this person has been reflecting. They've been thinking about the memories that you have shared. There is emotional nostalgia here as well. They may replay moments in their mind. Also, just hearing your tone, sensing the meaning beneath the words that you spoke. And they are reflecting on how they want to care, how they want to nurture you, to be seen as emotionally intelligent by you as well, for you to regard them as emotionally intelligent. But there's also fear of being overwhelmed by their own depth here, by the depth of the connection that they feel, you know, by their own depth. So they know what they feel, but they don't always know how to show it without drowning in it, you know. So with the Son of Wands energy, this contrasts the Mother a bit, because this feels like, you know, it's passion. They swing likely between some emotional receptivity and passionate restlessness here. And recently, the passionate restlessness is a bit more strong than usual. It's kind of facing the Mother, you know, it's kind of like they're like facing themselves here. They are recently thinking, I should just say something, do something, make it known, you know, make my desire, my emotional process known. They want to follow their instinct here, but they also like feel a lot of passion here, you know, they are drawn to you. They do want to have some physical activities or adult activities with you. Let's say there's a sense of wanting to take risks and having an adventure, being rebellious, leaping without thinking, you know. They don't want to be the type of person who is afraid of following one's passions. So like they want to express their passion towards you. They want to do something. They want to express their regard, their love, their desire. And I feel like this is where they're at, you know, like the Hanged Man's literally like in between these two cards energetically. Because on one level, they want to surrender with the Mother of Cups, just see what happens, be in this more receptive energy. On another, there's this feeling of action taking here. Like I need to do something, I need to work. And this kind of like space in between is the Hanged Man, this pause. They don't want to act recklessly, but they do want to act because they care. And they're kind of trying to see things differently, trying to figure out the balance here between the two of you by reflecting, by maybe shifting their perspective. They know they need to shift their perspective, by the way, with the Hanged Man here. They're trying to see things differently. They're trying to see their own behavior from a different point of view right now. The meaning of connection itself, your motives, they're trying to understand that better here with the Hanged Man. And they might feel suspended, caught in a bit of an emotional gravity, where they want release not through force or recklessness, but through understanding. But the surrender is still very hard because they want to move. Yet something wiser in them is saying, wait a little bit. Don't act recklessly. And then with the Ten of Cups energy here, like this is their heart's vision and their deep emotional understanding of this connection. They feel you as a kindred spirit, a kindred soul. They know you are someone special to them. They feel this warmth, the emotional fulfillment with you, the harmony, the shared joy. It's not fantasy. It's the kind of emotional picture they hold as truth. And they see you, or even the situation between the two of you, as home. It's not perfect, but it's deeply resonant with them. You feel like home to them. So they have a dream where they want, let's say, a family with you, or want just to be together with you, want love and alignment and happiness and family with you. Even, want to experience domestic bliss with you, playfulness. This person sees you as a soulmate. Even if they may not call you a soulmate, they think of you in those terms, in that emotional depth, let's say. And they want victory through it all, they want recognition, success here. They want to be seen for what they've been holding in silence, maybe for some of you. They want more in this relationship. And they're looking for emotional victory, not dominance, but acknowledgement above all else. They want to feel like the connection is mutual, celebrated, and seen by other people as well. They want other people to see you two together, to know you are together. They want other people to know you are theirs as well. They want to kind of like, quote unquote, claim you as theirs. There's a feeling of the ring here. Let's prove our loyalty to each other. That type of vibe is deeply present here. Okay, so let's go forward and just get into channeled messages now. So let's connect to your person, group number 2, first of all, and just call them into the deck. And then we're going to draw the cards and channel from your person's first person perspective. So let's begin. Just connecting to your person. Hello, welcome. I just heard I love you so very much right now as I connected to them. So beautiful. All right, so let's see. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about, group number 2's person? They just care about you so deeply. We have the 9 of Pentacles here. We are using a Slovenian tarot deck, by the way, because I'm from Slovenia and just love using this one for channeled readings. Just wanted to let you know. So let's see. What else do you want to say, group number 2's person? What do you want to say? Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. Like this person just thinks of you so, so highly. Like there's so much love here. See what else? Okay, we have the 10 of Swords here. So there's some difficulty, right? Let's see what's the 10 of Swords about. Actually, let's clarify. We have the 2 of Wands. Okay, so not knowing what to decide. Okay. Oh, we have the 3 of Swords now. There is some emotional pain here. Maybe there's a distance between the two of you. We're going to see what they want to say. Okay, one more card, please. Oh my gosh, the Lovers. Wow. Like, this is amazingly beautiful. This is such a lovely connection, but it's for some reason causing heartache. You know, again, maybe there's like difficulty here in falling into alignment with each other, you know. Let's see. I just want to move you guys a tiny bit so that everything is in frame. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's connect to your person's energy and see what wants to show up. Okay, group number 2's person. So I'm just going to connect to their energy. There's going to be a brief pause, and yeah, I'm going to start speaking from their first person perspective. So group number 2's person. I want you to know that I care about you so very deeply. I'm so afraid that I may do something to hurt you. I'm so afraid that I may do something to cause you pain. I have been through heartbreak and self-rediscovery myself, and I've been through difficulty, and I don't want you to hurt. I care about you so much, and I want to show you that I care, but then I don't want to hurt you in any way by inviting you into this shared emotional space with me and causing pain in any way. If I am poetic, I want to say that I am quiet because I am full. I have so much I want to tell you that I'm afraid I'm going to end up saying nothing in the end, as the poets or big writers say. I've been sitting with feelings that don't fit into messages or moments. And a part of me wants to run towards you to express everything raw to you, but another part knows that this needs patience and grounding and real understanding. I just can't do this recklessly, because then I am going to cause hurt and pain. I'm so deeply trying not to hurt you, me, or anyone else who may be involved in this situation. I'm learning also that love isn't about speed, I guess, or fire, or constant reassurance. It's about choosing the connection, even when it's still, even when it asks you to wait, to have patience. Sometimes love is about choosing patience and wisdom. And I want this to grow. I want this connection to grow, honestly. I want you to feel safe with me, like from the bottom of my soul, my heart. I want you to feel safe and loved. I'm not perfect, but I am loyal to the ones I love. I'm loyal in my bones, and that does not fade. my depth, like how much I care, does not fade. I don't want to be dramatic, but I have been through quite a lot of pain, quite a bit of pain, and I've built my calm. I did my best to build my calm. I have put some walls around me to keep myself standing, but not to keep love out. And even if I'm silent, there is still pride in my solitude. I feel pride in my solitude because I earned my peace. And still it's lonely sometimes, yes, but I have earned my peace in a way as well. And when I was younger, I just used to think that independence means not needing anyone. And now I see it's the ability to just ask for help that's more important. It's the real victory. Now I see it's the ability to stay whole and still want connection that's important. Deep down, I do want to be chosen for who I've become, who I've molded myself into through this pain. I want to say you light up a part of me that I usually keep hidden, the part that wants to shine, to flirt with life again, to be vibrant, to be happy, to be flirty, to be friendly, to be playful. You awaken that part in me. With you and in your presence, I often feel alive again. I feel magnetic. I feel powerful in the most loving sense. But that power scares me too. Every time I start to glow, I remember how I hurt before, how I dimmed before, the struggle that I've been through in the past. And this may be very poetic, but I have died a few small deaths before, and I've died a few small deaths already over this relationship as well. I don't want to be dramatic, but it's true. Things have ended in me, even if we haven't spoken much. Words were not enough. I have had my fair share of final collapses and rebirths in my life. And I'm looking ahead. I am picturing a conversation, a reunion, a new path for us potentially, but I'm not really sure how that looks like yet. I'm trying to juggle my life. Things have been a bit difficult for me lately, and I didn't or don't still want to worry you with that, but it has not been easy. I'm not sure, do I dare plan a future after what I've buried in my life so far? Do I dare look for progress, or will it again shatter? I guess I maybe am a bit broken or a bit hard to deal with because of these past events, because of my difficult past. I may not be that easy a person to be with. I understand that, but that thought again, that causes me so much pain, because I do want a shared home with you. I do want family with you, but then I don't want to I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to pull you into my darkness. I don't want to pull you into any difficulty. And there are nights when it still stings, my past, and the things I didn't do with you, or the things I didn't yet say with you. It makes me a bit nauseous. It makes me feel like the room around is spinning, honestly. I tell myself I'm over it, I'm done, but then a song or a word or a flash of memory comes, even when I'm driving home. There's this song that comes on the radio and the ache returns so strong. And I feel like the wounds that I've had, they are still tender. I have not quite found closure, and I'm not sure how to do it. And then I still keep circling back to you. It's like it's always you, It's always you. I've been walking through my own ruins, and still I end up coming to you for support or love, even in fantasy alone. A part of me believes we are mirrors for each other, that what I loved in you was the part of me, or what I love in you is a part of me I'm afraid to own. I'm not sure what this connection is sometimes. I'm not sure if it's reunion or union or reckoning, but it does feel very, very important. It does feel very sacred and loving. Yet at the same time, like everything that is not mine is going to be torn away from me, and it hurts. And when I think of you, I feel warmth rush through me. You make me feel seen in ways I never thought is possible. And like, it's that depth, I crave that with every ounce of my being. I crave that again. You inspire me, and you pull me towards the kind of passion that's steady and not consuming. And I feel that when I'm with you, but when I step away from you, I lose it. And I can't pretend it's all been easy for my life. My life has been a story of endings and missteps and silences and difficulties that I don't know how to fully heal from. And they do pose like this shadow on me even, or, something. It's still present. I don't want to be, too intense. Like, I don't want to worry you, and I don't want to pull you into my darkness. I don't want you to carry the burdens that I carry. Because of the hurt that I've been through, I know that love hurts because it matters. And you matter so much. I'm not sure I can bear the pain if it goes wrong between us. The pain that I felt has not made me close off, though. I believe, or at least I like to think, it's made me gentler, even though I had to put some walls up, to keep myself going. But I still want to choose you. Like, I want to choose you, and I don't know why it's so hard to choose you. I want to so badly choose you, not blindly, not out of need, but from my own clarity of wanting this. I know, and I know we both know we've mirrored each other through endings and awakenings. And there have been a few. And you've seen the worst in me, and you still recognized and saw the light in me as well. And that's just so important to me. That's just so meaningful to me. That you see me and you see me in full and you still choose me, or you still want something here. I don't want to rewrite the past in any way. I want to have something that grows, though. I want something that doesn't hurt much. It's still going to hurt in some way or other, because that's just life, but I don't want it to hurt too much. With you, love feels like a decision as well. What did I have to make? I want to expand together with you. I want to build together with you. And I don't want us to complete each other, but I want to build with you. I want to grow into being a better person with you. But I just feel like if I do that right now, it's just going to hurt me or you or even other people. And I don't know how to align with you or how to grow with you in a way that does not hurt anyone. I want you to know, though, that my heart is loyal to you. I'm not sure if it's the right way to say it, but you have my fidelity, always. I feel like I'm always feeling drawn, called back to you, and I always will be. We're just like little droplets of water that end up aligning together and merging in this bigger drop. You're like little droplets, even searching for the ocean to find union in. And we are each other's droplets that want to become bigger drops. You have been in my thoughts and continue being in my thoughts, like this steady heartbeat, always present. Sometimes in the back of my awareness, just automatically present with me, but nonetheless, you're always there. And I love that. It makes me feel safe. You make me feel safe. The thought of knowing that you're just there in the world, it makes me feel safe. And to be honest, I don't want any grand gestures. I just want to share peace and warmth. And I want to be able to be honest and truthful with you. And I feel like crying right now because this is so very important to me. Like, I just want peace and a love that can be shared. I want us to choose each other even in difficulty. And I don't know why it's just so hard on occasion. You know, it's so hard to choose love, to choose union. It's so hard to choose union sometimes and not one's ego or one's pride. It's just, I see it. It's so visible. And if you were to touch me now, you would feel my softness. I don't want to carry bitterness in me, although the pain is very much a part of me and my life. And I'm ready to rebuild or build to something that's more joyful. I want that because I deserve that, and you deserve that, and other people in my life, my friends, my family, like they all deserve happiness as well. Everybody deserves that. I want to be the type of person who's better, and like you inspire me to be better. You are the person for whom I want to be better. You inspire me to grow, to be present, to be true, to share that I am hurt, to share my pain. and to trust. And you have had such a profound influence on me and on my life. That's it. I feel like that's it. I don't know what else to tell you, but I do care for you so much, and I really want to be able to tell you these things face to face as well. Just be more honest, more real, more deep emotionally. Just I want to be able to express these things to you. I value you immensely, and you've come so far, and I see that, and I respect you so much, so much. Thank you for being my mirror, and thank you for teaching me so many beautiful lessons. I will always treasure that. Thank you. And above all else, know that you have me. Know that I'm yours. That's just the way it is, even if sometimes the external world is difficult to bridge or to handle. I just want you to know that I am yours, like truly, truly yours. My soul is yours. My heart is yours. You're a part of me. Always. Thank you for being a part of me. I honor you and I treasure you. Thank you. And I am devoted to you. Thank you. Okay. All right, so that's it for the channeled reading from group number 2's person. Yes. Okay, thank you, group number 2, for tuning in. That's been very heartfelt, very deep, very lovely. I'm hearing from Spirit, let those words resonate in you right now. Let yourself sit with the words that have been said from this person. I'm going to just finish it off here, really. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, you guys, and sharing your energy with me and trusting me with channeling and the situation, all that. So we're going to move this to the extended, where we're tuning into 18+, most recent thoughts, and getting some more uncensored 18+ channeled messages from this person as well. So if you want to tune into more spicy, uncensored sexual content, check out my Patreon as extended reading for this reading. The link is down below, which is going to take you directly to that reading. So thank you so much for tuning in and sharing your energy. As always, if you want to book a personal reading, you can book to Etsy or Coffee. All links are below. And share how this was for you in the comments. If you feel drawn to, make sure to like, share, subscribe for more tarot insights. I'll see you in the future readings whenever you feel inspired to connect, or I'll see you on Patreon right now for the extended spicy 18+ reading. Have a lovely rest of the day. Love you guys so very much. Send you so much love and clarity. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to today's reading. So you guys have picked power with the north nodes over here. Right, so let's see what wants to show up here. So first of all, we're going to just draw a couple of cards to tune into your person's most recent thoughts. And then we're going to get into some channeled messages from a person's point of view as well. There is an extended reading connected to this one also, on which we're tuning into more spicy, uncensored content. The reading is posted on Patreon. The link is below if you want to check it out. So in that reading, we're tuning into 18+ most recent thoughts and 18+ channeled messages, more sexy, uncensored channeled messages. If you're interested, the link is below. Yeah, so let's see. Let's start off by just drawing a couple of cards here. Like the main energy that I'm getting for your group here is though that you guys are very, very bound together. You're very strongly tied together. It's kind of giving like any type of lunar nodes or nodes, synastry or a conjunction to the either the north node or the south node. So it's just giving very strong connection, can't really escape each other type of vibe. So let's see what is your person doing. What are their most recent thoughts here? Let's see. Oh, we have the 9 of Swords. Let's see what else. Okay. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups here as well, right? So there's some grief, anxiety even. Let's see what else. Oh, wow. Okay. So this feels like it's quite heavy. Like this connection is not being easy on them. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Let's see. What else? Okay, we got the 4 of Pentacles reversed. And one more, please. Oh, okay. We have victory. So we have the 6 of Wands. Okey-doke. So let me just move these over here a bit. Like these all feel like they're quite difficult cards, but we do have the 6 of Wands here. So I feel like your person is optimistic, just that the situations that they're going through right now are quite hard, quite difficult, and very, very challenging. So the connection between the two of you could be challenging, or even just this person's life's circumstances right now are incredibly challenging. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is above all else a very, very powerful connection. Your person is able to feel you very intensely and feel your like relation towards them in a very intense way. So whatever you're feeling, thinking, processing about this person, it is quite intense for them. So let's start off with the power. So power here does not feel like dominance. Power here feels like this person is wanting to reclaim this connection. They want to align with their destiny, as the North Node speaks of destiny, evolution, karmic direction even. So this person feels an inevitable pull towards your relationship, towards you, that both attracts them and terrifies them. So with the North Node energy, with the North Node synastry, if it's present even, or even if it's not, it's that type of energy that's present in this group. This connection is evolutionary. This person is thinking about the things that you trigger in them that forces growth. You make them confront the limits of their ego, their fear, their need for safety versus their soul's hunger for expansion. And it is not comfortable. It's not meant to be comfortable either, but you kind of awaken these energies in them. This person also feels very strongly familiar, either to you or you feel familiar to them, but they may also feel familiar to you. So they're thinking about how familiar you feel to them recently. They're thinking about that. They're thinking about a pull towards the past with you, a sense of nostalgia with you, a repetition with you. You feel very much known to them, addictive to them. So what they're thinking about with your, what they kind of like are reflecting on recently is how the discomfort that they feel in this connection is productive. and how you have or even are in the process of right now of awakening something in them that refuses to go dormant again. But still, with all that, there is pressure. There's a lot of pressure. There is heaviness here. The Nine of Swords is the mental replaying of events, the late night panic, real, let's say, where their thoughts loop around what they have said to you, how they have acted towards you or in your presence, what they did not say, what they may have lost, or what they need to fight for. Like there's this heaviness, there's this furious anxiety here that's pushing towards action. They're haunted even by things that they can't undo or they think they can't undo. And recently regret over things that they haven't done or plan to do, didn't get to do yet. That saturates their inner monologue. With the Five of Cups here, that confirms that they keep revisiting emotional ruins, standing in front of spilled potential, crying over that spilled potential without doing much. They could be in this energy of self-pity as well, not yet ready to turn toward what still stands, or not even wanting to do that, not being able to or feeling like they can yet. We also have the Five of Pentacles here, which is indicating isolation, but also pride. This person may feel exiled from warmth, from your embrace, but they will not admit it. So the Five of Pentacles is this ache of someone who wants to reach out and is thinking of reaching out, but refuses to be perceived as quote unquote weak if they like reach out, if they are too vulnerable, if they are not the one in power, you know, like if they reach out, they feel like they're giving into something and they're putting their pride to the side, or like they're just, showing you that they don't have pride. So they're kind of like really stubborn in their own idea here. And like they're fearing vulnerability and they feel like they need to protect themselves from someone seeing them as vulnerable, because vulnerability resonates as weakness for them. And basically they're just like, this is pride, this is ego stuff. This is like, I'm not going to reach out. They should be the one to do this or that. You know, it's very much ego and stubbornness and pride, literally, here with the Five of Pentacles, and that's keeping them isolated. But they're like very stubborn. They're like not going to give in here. The Four of Pentacles here reversed. This shows that there is like a bit of a crack in this person's armor though. You know, they're trying to do something. They're trying to let go. They're trying to stop gripping on to control or clinging to what's gone, but it is not graceful. They're not doing this gracefully. They're messy. It's a kind of emotional exorcism for them. This reversal is also this person realizing that keeping their walls high or their stubbornness very high has in some ways caused them certain aspects of this connection with you, but they still don't know how to drop their pride, their ego, drop their stubbornness, drop the guard without feeling unsafe or like too exposed or even too anxious. And then we have the Six of Wands here as well. The Six of Wands here indicates the mask they wear publicly to the world. This person, they are seen as composed, as this little butterfly even, maybe even admired, doing well, you know. And there's a duality here, powerfully, with the rest of the cards. Their inner self feels like the Five of Pentacles, but their outer self performs the Six of Wands. I'm hearing fake it till you make it. So this person could have that type of mentality even. But it is cognitive dissonance between private despair and public triumph. They might even be channeling their pain into proving something to you, to themselves, to fate, even to their parents, you know, or to the world. They feel like they need to prove something. And they are focused on success, you know. They're in this energy of, I'm going to fake it till I make it. I'm going to fake this thing, this composure, this activity. They love me, you know, till I make it. But still there is so much pain here. So group number 3, you are tied to this person's growth profoundly. The North Node, the connection between the two of you, the energy of the lunar nodes here is calling them forward through you. Or they are even being tethered to a cycle they must transcend through your connection or through some type of influence you have on them. But either way, this person is in a spiritual growing pain right now. The reading here does not show indifference in any way. It indicates strong, messy emotions and loads of thinking about you and about this connection. It shows overwhelm, guilt, some regret, self-pity, and a need for ego death, and the beginning of some accountability potentially as well with the Four of Pentacles reversed. You, group number 3, though, you are tied to this person's awakening powerfully. And you're tied to them confronting what power really means. You could be learning this lesson as well, by the way. So this could be messages for you also in this relationship with this person. You know, you are both potentially confronted with what power really is, what power really means. It's not about control. It's about vulnerability. It's not about performance. It's about surrender. And you're both kind of being asked to step out of survival mode and into trust, self-trust, universe trust, the trust that the universe has your back, that you can be yourself, to express yourself. The universe has your back through it. And the Six of Wands here also indicates this person will rise from this difficulty. So this is a promise that they will rise, they will work through this, but their victory will be quiet, humble, and born from truth. It will not be a victory that's born from pride, or wanting recognition. It will be truthful, it will be personal, it will be honest, it will be vulnerable, it will be humble and quiet. But this person needs to learn this lesson. So let's see. Let us see. What else? What do they want to say here? Like with this energy, what do they want to say? Okay, so let's see. Group number 3's person. Yeah, welcome. So already, like, I'm feeling them in this energy of, I know what's right, I am right, everybody else is wrong. They're really in this kind of holding space onto that. They're really holding that. But it's used as protection. And the main feeling that I'm getting here is you have the ability to crack through that. You have the ability to see the real them, and they know it, and they feel it, and they crave that. Like you have the ability to pierce through that armor for them, and you see them and they know it and they crave that connection, but still they struggle to release this kind of armor that they have. Let's see what they want to say. So group number 3, what do you want to say? We have the Star. We're using a Slovenian deck, by the way, so the wording is not in English, it's in Slovenian since I'm from Slovenia. Let's tune in. Okay, group number 3. This person, what's going on with you, please? What do you want to talk about? So they want to heal. We just saw the 3 of Swords in the deck, but it went back in. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Hanged Man reversed. Let's see what else. Oh, we have the 10 of Cups reversed. Oh, and we have the King of Swords. Let's get one more. Okay. Wow, that one just flew out. Okay, we got 2. We got the World and we got the Page of Wands coming together with the World. Let me just zoom you guys out. Is that enough? Yeah. Okay, so let's position the cards. We have the World here with the Page of Wands. Okay, we do have, let's see, what's the bottom deck? We do have the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here as well. So the 4 of Pentacles as bottom deck energy is present. Also here, like it's this person, you know, really here, like clinging to themselves, holding inside. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to keep this in mind, the 4 of Pentacles here as we tune in. Okay, let's see. Okay. So let's see. Let's just connect to your person more fully, and then we're going to start speaking from their first person perspective. So let's see what they want to say. Group number 3's person. Okay, welcome. I don't know where to begin. I don't even know what to say to you. I'm afraid of talking to you or being around you too much because you see too much, you know too much. And still you are my hope. It's this, I feel this weird relationship to you. If I'm being frank with you, I feel weird about you because I'm feeling drawn to you and at the same time, in some ways, repelled. Like you see too much, you know too much, and I don't want to be around you because of that. And yet you represent some kind of hope I don't know what to do with. I keep my eyes on you from a distance because it is easier to admire and to think rather than engage. You do bring something pure, something that scares me because purity demands presence, and I like being where I'm at, to be frank. I like being where I'm at. I like being half asleep, let's call it. I love to just cling to my ego. I do like it. I like it because it gives me a sense of control over my life and my environment. And I see success in the external world because of it. And you may call it clinging to something, but I do like it because it still gives me stuff that I need. And yeah, you have grounded me. You grounded me, but I took it for granted. And that's true, for sure. I like how you make me feel stable. And you don't ask me to be stable myself. I do like that. And I did lean on your energy, but never gave it back. I know that. And still, there's this part of me that wants to believe you will always be there, like you'll wait for me, you'll keep the space warm, and I can just return to you whenever I want to. And honestly, I know that I'm stubborn. I know that I'm full of pride. I know that I want things my way. I know that's who I am. And I don't want to change. That's my thing. I don't want to change because this gives me something. This allows me success in life. I refuse to let go of my own perspective. I like things the way I see them. I see things the way I see them. I'm not ready to surrender control just to make things easy or to make things flow. You may call that me being stubborn. I call it me doing the best that I can for myself. And I'm not ready to compromise. Letting go feels like falling to me. And I've already fallen enough times in my life to know the landing hurts, or I just don't know how to fall. That's something that could be true as well, but I'm not going to try either. I'm not going to fall. I'm not going to jump. I'm going to do what I know works for me. And again, you may call I'm that stubborn or whatever, but that's where I'm at. And I do want the fantasy. I do want to hold you. I do want you to come to me. And maybe it's hard for me to say this, but I don't really want to do the work. It's hard for me to admit to that though, because I don't want to be perceived in this way, but I feel like you already know anyway. I want the feeling without the vulnerability. I'm not built though for the picture perfect ending, I know I will ruin it before it can ruin me, because I expect it to ruin me in some way. And maybe it's also that a part of me has already decided I can't have a happy ending, or I can't be happy. So I self-sabotage. That's maybe true as well. Like I may do that. I may keep things half alive instead of watching things die. Just care for things enough so that it doesn't leave or that it doesn't die. I may do that. It just makes me sound like such an asshole. But I'm not saying that I'm not an asshole, because I can see where that is true. And yeah, I may also hide behind logic, hide behind detachment. I do tell myself I'm being rational sometimes when I'm maybe not, that emotions are messy, that I don't have time for them. It's all a mirror. Like, I know you know this. That's why I can just spitball and tell you all these things. I overthink instead of feel. I choose detachment rather than feeling or doing the messy emotional thing, because that is what's safer. I choose control, and I chose control because it's the only language that I can trust. And I've also come full circle before. I know what closure feels like. And honestly, this connection does not feel closed. It feels paused. And it's been like that for a while now. Like, I'm too stubborn to do anything. I feel like you're just waiting for me to do something, but I'm just too stubborn to do fuck shit. So yeah, this is where we're at. I'm just stuck. And honestly, like, I keep thinking, and maybe I'm just fooling myself, wanting to see myself in this way, that may be present. I keep thinking I've learned what I needed to learn, but the universe just doesn't change things. So maybe I didn't learn what I needed to learn in the end. The universe just, like, or spirit or whatever presence is out there, it keeps sending me the same test, the same lesson, and it's always you always come in the equation, and it's fun, but at the same time I'm like, okay, can I learn what I need to learn? But maybe it's just I need to learn not to be stubborn, but that's just not going to happen anytime soon, is it? Damn. There is something unfinished here though, but I'm not ready to reopen it. Like, that's just where I'm standing. That's just my decision right now. I'm just not ready to, like, be more open. And even though I know where I stand, and even though I'm going to stubbornly hold on to my own, sometimes I think about reaching out, just to see what would happen. There's a trickster God in me on occasion. There's a restless curiosity. I type the message, I delete it, I imagine how you would respond. I talk myself out of it. I talk myself back into it. I tell myself it's better to leave the spark lit or unlit than to risk burning everything down again. The impulse is always there, though. The impulse to message you, the impulse to tease you, the impulse to make you mad, the impulse to connect to you, the impulse to create something overwhelmingly amazing and beneficial for the world is always there. You still pull at me. You still pull at me, and you always have, and I believe I'm starting to think you always will. Like, I will just never be free of you. And I'm starting to accept this as my fate. You just pull at me, and that's the truth. And I'm holding on. I won't pretend otherwise. I'm just holding on. I keep feelings locked tight because if I open that door, everything I've buried may come spilling out, and I'm not sure what that's going to be like. I'm not sure if I'm ready to handle that, if I'm even able to handle that, if you're even able to handle that, if anyone in my environment will be able to hold space for that. I'm just not sure. And I keep my feelings locked tightly. And maybe I just hold on because it gives me that illusion of power that I need. Maybe I'm terrified that if I release it, you'll have nothing left to control, or I'll have nothing left to control. Who knows? I don't know. I don't even want to know. And I may come off as cold or detached or strategic or an asshole or like whatever, but beneath it all, I'm still watching you, and it's maybe fucked up. I'm still watching you, and I'm still wondering if I'm making the right choices by sticking to my fucking pride. Yeah, but it's never peaceful where I'm at. If there's something, if you want to know, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling peaceful. Don't mistake my silence for peace. It's only the kind of order I know how to keep. But I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling happy. I'm not fulfilled. I'm sad. I'm lonely. I feel alone. I don't feel heard. I feel anxious. I feel like I need to keep up my mask all the time. It's not a happy existence that I'm living. That's for sure. I'm not sure if that helps, if it helps you have some compassion for me or not. I'm not sure, but this is where I'm at. So yeah, you came into my life and everything I thought I knew about myself started to unravel. Congrats to me. Congrats to my life. You know, I still am struggling to find my ground after that, because it unearthed so much for me. And yeah, it's just not been easy. It's not been easy for me. And I may have even retreated back into my ego and back into my stubbornness to be able to cope with it. Like, I don't know. You know, like the thing about me, even though I know a lot, I don't like to tune into these things about myself. Like, I'm aware they are there, but I'm not going to be touching. I'm not going to be reflecting. I'm not going to be dragging into my shadow. Not going to go do that. Just I don't want to do that. I don't want to poke at my shadow. I don't want to poke at myself because I know it's there, and I don't want to awaken that because I don't know if I'll be able to deal with that, and I don't know how to control that if it comes out. So I just don't touch it. You know, I just don't touch it. I don't want to touch it. And I know you want to touch it, but I for sure don't want to touch it. And yeah, it's like you dragged me towards some future version of me that I'm just not ready to meet. And you still hold this vision. You know who I am deep inside. You still hold this vision of who I am. And I'm just not ready to meet that person. I'm just not ready to be that person. I don't know how. It's just making me really upset. And I keep trying to go back to what is comfortable, you know, to my routines, to my logic, independence, detachment, aloofness, but it also lately does not fit anymore. So I'm now seeing that maybe that's already like seen, heard in my voice, like this kind of frustration, because I'm feeling frustrated. I just reflected on that. I'm very frustrated, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't fit anymore. Since you, nothing feels small enough. Yeah, things don't feel big enough either. You don't let me hide behind excuses, and I love that about you, but I also really, really dislike that about you. The way you look at me makes me see every wall I've ever built in me, and every time you reach out or reach for me, I realize I have to choose. Do I evolve? Do I stay safe? God, hell, have I been choosing to keep myself safe, but is it right? I don't know. There's this magnetic pull that isn't just lust or ego towards you. You know there's passion here. You know I would do stuff to you, you know that, right? It's ego, but it's not just ego. It's lust. It's not just lust. It's this gravity, this pull, this magnetic connection I feel towards you. I just want to, do stuff to you. You know what I want to do to you. So many wild, crazy things. I know it's supposed to teach me something, but damn, it is exhausting to always be learning, to not just bleep, to not just bleep and do mad things to you. I wish I'd never met you sometimes, just because the passion, let's say, that I feel is exhausting to feel on occasion. And so I could also just stop thinking about who I'm supposed to become. And yeah, even though I catch myself trying to shut the door to keep you at arm's length, you still come back, you're still there, you're still in my mind. I still end up fantasizing about you, still end up wanting you, I still end up wanting intimacy with you. You sit on me, on my chest all the time. And I don't like that, but at the same time, I crave it. I need it. I fucking need it so bad. I crave it so bad. You demand the version of me that terrifies me right now, or that I just don't know how to deal with. I don't know how to be, but I feel like I need that, and I need you. And I don't know if I'm ready. and I don't know how I'm going to be ready, and I don't know what the price I need to pay for that will be. And I'm right now just too afraid to ask and find out. So I know there's no going back though. I know that this is my journey and there's no going back. And all I can do is trust that when it comes my way, I will be able to handle it, whatever that it is. And honestly, my dear, you're everything I've ever wanted. You're everything I ever dreamed of. Everyone else wanted the version of me I already knew how to play, but you demand better. That I love that about you. Like, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I love that about you, and still it terrifies me. You make me question how I love and how I commit and how I lead and how I lead my life and how I lead my friends and how I impact my environment. You make me question all those things, and I do like that, but at the same time I don't like that, so there's this constant back and forth in me, like I love you but I hate you. You demand better, and I love that, but I also hate that. And you make me admit I've been coasting through life half awake, and I love that, but I also hate that, So here I am, stuck between this love and hate with you, this constant struggle, this constant tension, this constant desire. I just want you so bad. And that's it. That's what I'm not going to say more. I just want you, I want you, and it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable at all to be here. I know my current defenses can't survive, but I'm just going to keep fighting till they are no longer there. And it's funny and it's humorous as everything else in this world. It's just amazing how much you trigger me and my ego resistance. And I just love that about you. Again, I'm so attracted to that. I'm so attracted to how you trigger me as well. It's insane. It's a mix of everything, and it's messy, and I love it. Yeah, I do love it. And I hope you keep doing it. I just hope you keep triggering me, because I love it. Yeah, I hope I get to, do stuff to you soon, I guess. So let's just see where this goes. Let's just see where this goes. Let's see where this goes. I hope to see you again, and let's see what happens when we see each other again. Undoubtedly, it's going to be very interesting and fun, at least for my own inner world. I may show up detached and poker face, but gosh darn it, you make me feel stuff. You make me feel so intensely. I feel like we just do need to see each other again, because I do believe I'm in need of a little check-in, a checkup inside of me. So do your worst. Do your worst on me. I want to be ready for you. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Group number 3%. So that was very intense. I'm just going to reflect on a tiny little bit. I don't want to comment on this person's energy too much, but I just want to say that when I was channeling this person right now, I just felt like I needed to be in this cross-armed position all the time. So I just ended up, having crossed arms and talking to you guys throughout this whole channel reading. I just wanted to say that. Yeah. So the tension is very much here. The tension is very much alive, and it's the growing pain of destiny work. They feel compelled towards you. And there are triggers here, and there's a lot of growth in this connection. Undoubtedly, it is quite difficult for both of you. The lunar nodes energy is never easy. It's not comfortable necessarily. And if it's comfortable, it's not evolutionary. It's not about growth. So it's about seeing things. It's about seeing things within yourself, to go to the next chapter, even if it's not comfortable. It is all about evolution and expansion. Yeah. And this person, I feel like on one level, they are definitely aware of that as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. This has been intense. and like a lot of passion already came through. So we're just going to move this to the extended, and we're going to get into deeper stuff there, because like a lot of more intense adult topics do want to be covered by this person, because there's like a lot of that more intense 18 plus energy here showing up. So we're going to move this to the Patreon extended reading, where we're tuning into their 18 plus most recent thoughts and getting just 18 plus channeled messages from this person as well. So adult deemed uncensored channeled messages from this person. The link to the Patreon extended reading is below in the description box in the first line, and also in the pinned comment down below, where the timestamps are in the first line. So thank you so much for joining. Let me know how this was in the comment section below, how it resonated. If you want to book a personal reading, you can book through either Coffee or Etsy. On Coffee, I have 18 plus personal tarot readings available as well if you want to check them out. So thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tarot insights, and send you so much love and clarity. See you soon in the next reading. Bye. Namaste.